this in, and now it's up to the NCAA to reinstate them.
How many guys were reported? How many guys were
I'm not allowed to
reported
comment on that. I'm not allowed to comment.
Miami Herald reported that there were 8.
I don't read the Miami Herald.
They did report it with that it was 8. Is that inaccurate?
I'm not gonna comment on it. Again, it's an ongoing investigation. I'm not allowed to comment on that. Again, we've been most respectful for the process here in the NCAA and been extremely cooperative, so I'm not going to deviate from that path right now.
Are all of the guys that have been reported to the NCAA, are they the only ones who are being suspended, or are there others that you might be holding out just as a school policy question?
Can you repeat the question?
The players who are not eligible have all been reported to the NCAA to be part of that process, or are there others who are being held out just as a school issue?
No. I mean, whoever we submitted was submitted last night. Again, names, number, all that. Again, that's all part of the investigation. So that's all been submitted, and once we hear back from the NCAA, we'll act accordingly.
Now, you've talked about this process of it's about what goes on out here, and it's about the guys in the room, minimizing the distractions. With respect to the process, how much more difficult is that job getting as this thing just continues to evolve?
Again, what's evolving right now is the story. The status hasn't changed really for any of the guys that have been identified. So the story is kind of growing on itself, if you will. It's magnifying, but other than that, we're just doing what we're doing. Again, I keep telling you, this impacts less than around 90% of the guys aren't impacted by this, and none of the staff is impacted by this. So we're going to continue to move forward and stay focused.
Now, and the university can ask, when you do submit names to the NCAA, you can ask for expedited things. You expect that was the case?
Oh, sure. No, I expect that. And again, the president, I believe, said on Monday that we've initiated that process. So that process has been initiated, and now we're formally, maybe I'm the first one to tell them, but we're formally telling you that that paperwork has been sent to the NCAA.
Now, a lot of UM supporters in the community feel especially bad for you because you walked into this situation and they do not want to lose you. Do you realize that? How does that make you feel?
Well, I realize the support is out there. In terms of the other stuff, it's just, it really has nothing to do with what we're trying to do right now. We're 10 days out from trying to beat Maryland. We're trying to get the team prepared. But again, I really appreciate the support from all levels that we're receiving, and I know the team does too. And we'll get through this. We'll fight through this. Hurricanes always have, and we will continue to do so. And again, it's a great place, a top 50 institution. I don't need to tell you all that. But clearly, we have some things here that we have to address and move forward.
How are those players?
The guys you declared ineligible, what message did you tell them? And also, I guess, the rest of the team as a whole now?
Well, just that we don't know their status, and we won't know until we hear back from the NCAA. Again, the NCAA is the only governing body in this that can render somebody eligible or ineligible based on what we've submitted. So we'll find out a lot more when that returns.
How are those guys' spirits?
Well, they've been as good as it can be. They're in flux a little bit, so I think anybody would be in flux would have some concerns. But again, we've been trying to keep them on task, and they've been doing a good job with that.
As a football team, how ready are you guys? How ready are you guys for your own?
Well, we're as ready as you can be. 10 days out. Obviously you want to be ready on September 5th at 8 o'clock. So we've begun the process with Maryland. We're not fully on Maryland yet because we have so many things that we need to improve as a team. So our focus this week has been on team improvement with a twist of Maryland, and then obviously next week when we get into game week, we'll be fully on Maryland. So we don't want to just delve into completely into Maryland right now. We'll get stale after 9 or 10 days.
Did you
clarify? It's a blessing that you have Monday night, that you do a couple extra days right now to get ready as opposed to maybe a Saturday opener or a Thursday opener some schools have.
Yeah.
Given what's going on, is that helpful?
No, I don't know, Tim. I just think from our standpoint, because it's not during the regular season and it's preseason, it's just a function of where we started camp and where we are right now. So it's not really a function of having extra days. We don't have extra days to prepare. It's just we're the last game on that opening weekend. So we'll just adjust the schedule accordingly.
Two more questions.
Did you clarify with the NCAA about the depth chart and the travel roster? You were talking about when you had to hand it in to Maryland Tuesday or something. What's the update with that?
With the NCAA?
Or not the, I'm sorry, the ACC.
No. Again, Chris alerted me yesterday that we have a policy. Again, he went over it with me yesterday. We have a policy that you have to list all the kids that are probable or not going to play or out for the game, those types of things. So I think that would be typically on a Thursday of game week.
Yep.
Is that true? So, you know,
Saturday of Maryland week. With
Saturday of Maryland week, but hopefully both institutions will get together and release the depth chart hopefully by Tuesday. Okay, guys, thank you.